are you saying, Connor?
Well, do you remember that podcast assignment you did in high school? It was you, Tim, Colby, and I think Dylan, and it was for Canadian history. I wasn't in your class. I was in the other section.
It was the Canadian Railways.
You want to tell us something about that, Eric?
Yeah, so technically that was my first ever podcast. It's still on Spotify. I'm not going to link it because it's not great. We're just reading off of information on slideshow, but it worked. Anyway, welcome everyone to the I Don't Really Know podcast. Today I'm here with Connor Samson. Connor, do you have some words for the audience here?
Oh, well, I sure do, Eric. Thank you for having me. First of all, I'm just honored to be here. I know I was mentioned a few times in the first two episodes, and I thought I'd make my appearance today. And yeah, I'm hoping that my words of wisdom or stupidity, however you want to interpret them, will be useful to somebody out there. So thanks again for having me.
Oh, no problem, Connor. It's an honor to have you here. I've known Connor my whole life, so this is kind of strange, actually, filming our conversation. We talk pretty much every day. But Connor, I have a quick question for you.
Sure.
Everyone's wondering about this. Do you think aliens are real?
Aliens are real. Okay, what's my first take of the podcast? Aliens are real. I'm gonna say, to some degree, yes. That some life outside of Earth obviously has to be there. Somewhere's out there. Now, is that life little green Martians like they're depicted in science fiction and in Hollywood? That's another question that could be debated, and I would doubt that, but it's possible. I'll say I just believe there's something out there somewhere.
I agree. I think there's a rock out there that can speak.
Maybe.
That moves around, and it doesn't look like the alien we think.
What would the rock's name be?
Rocky.
Rocky. I like that. Yeah, very original. Simple too. Easy to remember. Yeah.
Project Hail Mary. Mm-hmm. It's a movie. You gotta watch it.
Okay.
Greatest movie. Yeah. Well, top 7 on my ranking of movies right now.
Good to know. That's pretty high. It's a high ranking.
Oh, it is high.
You've watched how many movies now? Ranked, I should say?
Like 487.
Wow.
A lot.
Cool. Yeah, cool.
So, Connor, over the summer, you play a lot of baseball. So how have you not gotten sick of it over like 16 years-ish career you've had?
Yeah, fair question. I have been at it for, doesn't feel that long, but if you count the whole journey, the whole way through since T-ball at just 4 years old, this is my 16th season coming up. And I think it just starts with the love for the game itself, of course. I never got sick of it, as a lot of our viewers probably know. Baseball can be probably not the most fun sport to watch. I can also agree with that. But playing it is a different atmosphere. Also the teammates. I've had a lot of great teammates across the years, mainly for the same team and organization I've been a part of. But, whether it's in the gentlemen's league I play in or also high school, also 18 under, 15 under, like the different age groups I was in, of course. Just teammates and making those memories, spending some time over the summer with everybody. That's always what it's about. And while we might not win that often, I have a few big moments in my career, but a lot of the more recent ones have been a bit of a struggle in the wins column. But that's okay, because when you love the game and you love the team you're playing with, and those guys are great, I think that's what really matters. Yeah.
Wow. Seems a lot of similar vibes to our intramural teams.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. That's a fair point. I didn't even really think of it like that before. But in Super Fire Athletics, of course, we keep it silly, as everybody knows, and that's kind of our motto and our core value. But on my current baseball team, it's a similar vibe. It's a very tight-knit group. One of the better, if not the best team I've played on in terms of the team culture and team bonding. And we've grown a lot as players, but also as teammates. And I'm excited to see what happens this season. We always just prioritize sticking together as a team, and the wins will just come with a positive attitude and natural improvement. So that's never our number one priority, but it's always a bonus to win, of course.
Yeah. So like when it comes to intramurals, I mean, we had a lot of tough losses this year for sure. If you don't know, we did not get a single win on the year, but that's okay. We had a lot of fun, and that's what matters. And life is about fun, as I mentioned last episode, but it's about the good and the bad, right?
Yeah.
So, intramurals next year, like, what's on the horizon?
What's on the horizon for intramurals next year? That's a good question. Yeah, we're going into our senior year. Senior year here at St. FX at university. It's hard to believe, but it's here one way or another. So I do have to, come to terms with that. And I think next season is about just going out with a bang and doing those last minute, bucket list items. You know what I mean? Making those last, farewell season, final memories. As tough as those can be, but all good things must come to an end, as they say. So yeah, I think we'll just bring everything that we've done before, the best of Superfire Athletics, cranked up to an 11, to 110% is what we're going to do. So just expect the next level is what I'm hoping for.
The next level. Wow, Connor.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm so excited, but I'm also going to be sad for it to be gone. Sports. I thought I was done with sports, as you know. But when I came to St. FX, they had intramurals, and I was so happy that we could actually have our own teams and have fun with it. Very sad it's going to be gone because sports is like a big part of our life, really. Outside of academics and all that stuff, I mean, sports keeps us all together. So, I mean, I'm sure you've played a lot of sports in your life, so you still don't get sick of it after all this time? Like,
not really, no, to be honest. I really consider myself to be maybe not a skilled multi-sport athlete, but I've played my fair share of different sports, you're right, mainly in high school, but of course my staple one my whole way through life was always baseball. And now, besides some of the baseball teams that I've been on, my longest running sports organization, if you don't count, as I said, the baseball teams or my high school team, it has to be Superfire Athletics. And it's great to put on those jerseys and just to make the content and hopefully have a few laughs and keep those memories and just involve everybody that wants to be silly and has the same mindset as us and is just trying to make a positive difference and keep their head above water and stay positive and bring something lighthearted and silly to St. FX and to all of our daily lives. But it's something that I don't really get sick of. It's a good break for me, honestly. It can be very easy. A lot of people that know me for the longest time really know how dedicated I can get with my school, and the academics is kind of my main spot when I'm here. Of course, it's my main focus point, but intramurals can be a good way to just balance that out and change things up. So yeah, so like balancing sports and academics, it's something you need to do. I don't get sick of sports personally. I think it's always fun, always. So moving on about life. So how's your life going? How's your university life been? It's probably had some hurdles over the way. Oh, sure. I would agree with that. I think everybody's been there in the highs and lows of university life and personal life and all those things. And nobody gets through this journey without a few scars, is how I would put it. Or a few, good memories, a few great highs and possibly very low lows. But overall, I really can't complain about my experience at university overall. St. FX has been really, really great for me, and I know everybody mentions the community and the Zavarian family and the tight-knit vibes of the school, and I couldn't agree with that more. It's certainly been a great experience for me. Anyone who knows me closely, they know that I'm very loyal to my residence building. I haven't left my same room the entire time I've been here at St. FX, which is kind of historic for this university. Most people will often just switch buildings or at least switch rooms over the years, or they'll go off campus, but not me. I've been holding down the fort in the same spot that I've been in since first year, and it served me well. So it's kind of something different about me. But overall, I don't want to make it too long of a response. University life, really good. I wouldn't change my choice to go to Santa FX for sure.
Okay. Yeah, during this podcast, I knew I wouldn't be speaking as much as I usually do because I'm with a real talker here, so it's kind of tough. But so how do you stay positive through all the bad days? And, like, you're always nice to everyone on campus. So, like, why do you do that?
Why do I do that? Well, maybe I'll just condense my answer. No, I'm kidding. Why do I do that? I just think that, it might be obvious to say this, but, positive is always better than negative. It's a lot easier sometimes to just complain about the world or lash out at people or show your true colors from time to time, but you don't know what the other person's going through. So it's better to lead with kindness, is honestly what I would say. Just try to, see the glass half full. Always try and bring a positive attitude to others, because if we can spread that and bring the right attitudes or feelings to others, then we're only making a better difference in this world and not taking away from it. So I just try to keep things as positive as I can and treat people how I would want to be treated. Yeah.
Well, that makes me think back to a story I have. One time I went in meal hall and I went in the omelet line. I might have told you this before, I'm not sure. So I was waiting for my eggs to get made. So I was like in the further back part of the line. And I got lucky enough. The person who got in line behind me was Father Stan. And he just started cracking up a conversation with me about Cape Breton and stuff. And a worker came over and she was like, yeah, Father, you can come to the front. I'll make you your eggs. And he's like, no, I'm good. I'll just talk to Eric. And I was like, and he actually cared about everything I had to say, everything that was coming out of my mouth. And I didn't think he would, but he was just being nice for no particular reason. And I had a lot of value in that. And I still think about that every day. Rest in peace, Father Stan. He was kind for no reason. And I still remember that. It still stuck with me. So I try to bring that in my life personally for other people, because you never know what someone is going through, and if you just talk to someone, be nice to them, care what they have to say, it does go a long way.
Yep, I 100% agree with that. I think Father Stan is a great example of that. That story in particular, and I like the element of for no particular reason, because it can be very easy to just be like, okay, what's in it for me in this interaction? What do I stand to gain by doing this to this person? You know what I mean? How does being nice to them benefit me, or paint me in a better light, or anything like that? But if you're just doing it for the genuine, honest reason of being a good person, then all those other benefits of making a long-lasting friendship or being seen as a true, honest, decent person, all those other things will come naturally. It just starts with having the right intentions right off the bat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I find sometimes with people, they might strike a conversation just because they want something out of you and not necessarily because they care. And I think if we can make that switch on, we actually care about others, about what other people think, that's a really good thing to have, and something I try to hold on to every day. So to move on, I know recently, well, I guess like a few months ago, you deleted Instagram. So I know your phone was low on storage, just like I had to deal with my iPhone 11. But Instagram really takes up a lot of our time. So have you done much to counter that at all?
Yeah, that's a fair question. Because I was actually, the only two social media platforms that I was really bad for were, of course, Instagram and also Facebook. Luckily, I haven't deleted my accounts on either of those. I've deleted the apps, and even that makes a difference. So Facebook, since I deleted the app right off my phone, I actually haven't went on it on the web since, which was, I don't know, maybe almost a year ago, I'll say, somewhere's around there. Instagram, I don't have the app for it anymore because of, as you said, how much time it takes up. Same as YouTube. The only thing that I really use Instagram for now, of course, I get in that terrible scrolling phase from time to time. But mainly it's just to, go on the app, get my updates of what's going on campus and with my friends and in sports, of course. And then I get right off. Before, when it was just so convenient to go on the app, it would just be way too much screen time, which I don't want to make it sound like it's a big deal, but sometimes it can be. I mean, it's hard to think how much time we really do spend on our phone. And what always shocked me was when, of course, your phone gives you that screen time in a week update.
Yeah.
And I have noticed a significant drop since I deleted the app. So even if it's a phased move out of social media, I would recommend that. I know it can be challenging, but it can make a big difference too.
Yeah, so I think social media is, I'm not sure if it's more of a blessing or more of a curse. I still battle with that every day. There would be no Superfly Athletics without social media. So,
Yeah.
And also I don't think I'd be able to promote this podcast without social media. But it also takes up a lot of my time, and I always find myself scrolling on Reels. Like, I try not to, but, you just feel like relaxing and lying down, watching some Reels. So, Connor, do you think that, this is a big question here, I'm putting you on the spot a little bit. Do you think it's more of a blessing or more of a curse that we have social media now?
Okay.
What do you think it's done to society, really?
Yeah, that's a very big question. Huge debate. Lots of people go back and forth about this. And I find people will try and convince themselves of course they're going to try and have confirmation bias and convince themselves solely that their view is right and they won't consider the other side. But I find that the majority will just say, because our generation grew up with the internet and social media and video games and screens and all things like that. That was kind of a main form of entertainment or information, really. They'll try and defend it, I find. That's kind of the main stance people will take. I personally do see that it has its downsides, as we were talking about. Just the lack of time that people will have left in the day by the time they're done with these kind of moments on social media, and all the time that they'll waste on that. Also, I mean, people talk about how it's affecting, you said, society, right? So the social interactions that people have, and how people's perceptions of relationships, any kind of relationship, friendships, romantic relationships, professional interactions, anything. It's not as much, of course, face-to-face. So now it's almost I don't want to say fake, but it's changed. The nature of interactions have changed. So it could possibly be seen as worse. I would say that because of that, people are no longer able to hold those same conversations, to do what we're doing right now. I mean, I know we've known each other for most of our lives, but honest, real face-to-face conversations on these random big topics, they are, more rare than they used to be. Now it's more about hiding behind screens, if I'm being honest, and not caring about whatever take you have. You seem protected from consequences of your opinions or thoughts, because you feel, okay, well, I'm distanced from, there's a distance between me and the person I'm talking to, or I'm anonymous or whatever it might be. But really, it's not the same as having face-to-face interactions. So yeah, I'm kind of all over the place on that, but that's my answer. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, there is an argument to be made that the connections we make aren't really the same. Like when you say bye to somebody, it never really feels like you're saying bye, like emphasis on bye, because you can literally just contact them whenever you want. You can talk to them whenever you want. So it's not really the same. But yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if I want to take a strong stance on social media.
So you led me into that question, and then you don't even take a stance. Okay, I see how it is. Yeah.
But I do think it has implications. So what about time? I mean, I know you spend a lot of time doing schoolwork. Some would say time is scarce, but How do you like still live in the moment with all the academic workhorses you got going on?
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, because it does take up a ton of time in my life, and most students do care about their school, of course. I possibly go above and beyond. I've been, told that that's kind of what I do, and I go the extra mile, which I'm proud of, but I can see how others are like, okay, well, why does he do that? It's easy to question why a student like me would do that. I mean, when I'm not either, rewarded with grades or with praise or anything like that. But I just see it as an opportunity to focus on what I view to be important. I mean, at the end of the day, we are at school here. That is my number one priority here, is to try and better myself for the future and gain experience and knowledge and just a different way of viewing the world. So that's what I'm trying to do. But as you said, I also see the understanding or the importance of trying to have balance in your life. I always try to do that, and it's important to, while I'm at this age in my life, to take advantage of the people that are around me. So many like-minded Xaverians and young people in our world, and just true friends around here. And as you said, it's not really like the by emphasis. Like you can't really just wave bye to somebody and that's it anymore. As you said, you can always contact people. But for all of us to be in one place at the same time, as a grad class or whatever it might be, a group of friends, that's never really going to be the same as we get older, and the opportunities become slimmer. So I just try to focus on what's important besides school, which is always around family, friends, and just achieving a state of happiness. I mean, my grades can do that for me, and getting an education and all that, and I'm super proud of my accomplishments that aren't just mine alone, but I also want to contribute to others while I'm here and try and pursue other values as well. Yeah.
So obviously you have sports, you have family, you have friends. Times can be tough sometimes. But do you try and live in the moment?
Do I try to live in the moment?
Live it up.
The day that you or our viewers see Connor Samson what did you say? Live it up?
Live it up.
Live it up, yeah. I don't know if the sky is going to be falling or what. I don't live it up too often. Big celebrations or big moments, sure. I don't want to downplay those highlights in my life or the highlights of those close to me, because they deserve that attention and recognition when it's a big celebration or when people come together. Like for me, of course, we have X-Ring coming up in December, and then graduation the next May, and just senior year in general is going to be a live it up kind of vibe for most people, and I'm sure I'll get in on the action on that as well. But again, I always strive for the balance, and I don't try to overdo myself. But yeah, I think it's important for people to live it up at certain moments in their lives, because there is only one time you get an X-Ring, and there is only one time you graduate. There is only one time for this and that, so you don't want to miss those moments.
Yeah, I mean, you only have one life. You have a beginning and an end, and you might as well make the most of it while you're here. Mm-hmm. And celebrate the good moments. So do you feel like time has really passed way too fast?
Time has passed way too fast. These are some deep questions. I'm questioning a lot already. Maybe I should quote the name of the podcast and say I don't really know. But honestly, time has passed by pretty quickly. To think that I am going into we're both going into our senior year is crazy. I do honestly remember vividly the first day of St. FX, and I'm not just saying that. And I remember high school and, childhood memories, and you know what I mean? When people say your life flashes before your eyes kind of thing, like when you look back and you think of your key moments and your final days kind of thing. I want it to be memorable when I look back and to be proud of those moments, because that is kind of a scary thought for a lot of people, is to think, okay, well, when you look back, what are you thinking of? What do you have to show for it kind of thing? Because time is probably, I would argue, besides like maybe your own happiness or health, the most important asset a person could have, because then you just, with time, anything's possible, right? So you can try and fix the course you're on, or keep going down a path that you're really enjoying, kind of thing. So yeah, time has gone by fast, but I always try to keep it in check, because before you know it, it will be gone.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like yesterday we graduated from high school.
Yeah. True.
I don't know if I look any different from.
I think personally, I mean, I don't want to. Yeah, I mean, I think you keep your looks as well. I was going to say that I think I'm fresh out of grade 8.
Yeah,
because like everybody's been saying that my whole life. Like I went to get, here's a true story. Well, there's so many of these examples, but a recent one, I went to get fitted at Cameron's jewelry for the X-ring, right? And I explained that obviously I'm graduating next year and getting the ring in December. And the worker had no idea. Like, she would never have believed that. She's like, okay, well, you don't even look like you're, like, she probably thought I was in high school for all she knew. Like, like, I don't know. I mean, you know me, and a lot of people hopefully watching this or listening to this story, they know me. They know that I'm not the tallest guy, clean shaven, usually short hair. Just a little guy, I'm not. I don't look like the average university student for sure.
Yeah, fresh out of grade 8. Yeah,
yeah. I'm ready. I'll go back as long as I don't have to pass anything. I'll just go and hang out. And I already got my high school diploma. I can just go back and see if anybody notices a difference. They're like, oh, this is like a transfer student. Like, he's the new kid on the block kind of thing. And I don't think anybody would question me, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, no. Maybe you need to grow long hair and grow a long beard.
You think so? Maybe that would do it. I mean, I usually, this year I didn't do it. In my first and second year, I grew a playoff beard for the last stretch towards exams. And I say beard, I mean, it was the best. It was the best I could do in like a 4-week stretch. Anyway, didn't bother with it this year. I thought, you know what? I just don't need to. I'm my eighth grade self out here. I'm proud of it. This is me, kind of thing. I go with the flow, and that's it.
It's pretty funny because people say you have an old soul, but also you have like a grade 8 body.
It's true. Yeah, I've also heard that. A lot of people say that I'm old soul, as you said. Yeah, it's I don't know, just my perspectives on things, and possibly wise beyond my years. I don't know.
I think maybe that's what it is. I don't think it's a bad thing, Connor.
I'll take it. I mean, I appreciate it. I enjoy being an old soul, and hopefully this youth continues when it actually matters. I mean, right now everybody's like trying to, they're trying to look the oldest they can, and they want to be treated their own age, kind of thing. They don't want to be seen as, it's a tough age to be, in your late teens or early 20s, because you don't want to be the kid anymore. You know what I mean? You're trying to be that independent adult. I am very much still the, I look and probably treated for the most part because of my looks as that younger kid. But hopefully later down the road, this youth continues. And, when I'm up there in age, people will think, oh, well, look at him. He doesn't look a day over 50 or something like that. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
But the hairline's going.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I'll have to work on that.
Yeah,
it's all in the hairstyle.
Yeah.
And
Just flip it over, cover it.
Hey, bald is beautiful. Trust me, it is. Bald is the new hair, I'm telling you. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Anyway, I have a question from a fan here, actually. She really wanted to know this. I wouldn't be able to answer this question personally. What do you plan to do after graduation?
Wow. And that's from a fan.
I'm a fan, yeah.
That's awesome. We're getting phone-ins from fans, and this is awesome. This is next level. What do I plan to do after graduation? So I'm a marketing major here at St. FX. I'm hoping to work really anything with people. I've always been a people person, as you can probably tell from like just ranting on here for half an hour on questions I didn't even know were gonna happen. I'm just kind of here checking this out, if I'm being honest. But yeah, probably sales, to be fully honest. I recently took the professional sales course. It was exactly the kind of business field that I'm looking for, and the same vibes and lessons that I'm hoping to use in my career. So yeah, something with customers, possibly like I don't know, maybe HR if sales or marketing didn't work out for me. And worst case scenario, if business is way, not my speed and doesn't work out, backup plan, I think I'd just go for education and hopefully be a high school teacher or something else down the road I'd try. But we'll have to wait and see.
No prime minister on the
No prime minister Samson.
in another life.
And in another life, maybe when when it's needed, if I'm really desperate for a job and nobody's hiring me, maybe I can count on your vote, Eric. I don't know.
I'll vote for you, Connor. Don't worry.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's been fun, I guess.
Yeah.
I knew it was just going to be Connor ranting the whole time, but that's what I wanted. We needed a wise man to speak some knowledge, some words, some thoughts about life, about society. So thank you, Connor.
You're very welcome, and I won't say another word.
Okay. Well, thank you, guys. It's been an honor. See you later.